Hey you guys, welcome back. It's MSDL64 here, back at it with another video. And today's video is going to be a bit different. We're going to go through, it's a tier list video. And this is going to be tier list episode 1. So it's going to be a series of this. So this is going to be based off all the jobs in Miitopia. Yeah. So I've got the tier list set up here, so let's go through. So we've got have to have on team. Now, this is a job class that in my opinion, you must have on your team. It's one of the superb jobs out of all of them. Then you've got must have, same sort of thing, but if you it's must have. It's sort of the same thing, but it's not a required job that I would like to see. So, yeah, can have on your team is where it's a decent. That's a decent class job that you've chose to have on your team. So yeah, you got not really. So it's whatever. Sure, cool. Well, that's fine. Fine, fine. You can have it. Have it, but it's not a very good job. Job, and don't need it is you should not have it on your team. You shouldn't. I wouldn't recommend it. Now, this is just my opinion. If you take this into account, it's good, but you don't have to. All of these jobs are phenomenal. They all have something unique about them, but this is just my experience as having these jobs on my team. Now, this is going to be based off having them as the job as a teammate and being and having them as the hero and whatnot. So yeah, that will be good. I've also got the stats Miitopia Wikia, so we're also going to be comparing them to the best stats when they're at max level. We're also going to take into consideration here. So let's go. We're going to start off basically with the first job in the game that's recommended, the warrior. Now, I love the warrior. The warrior is one of the best class archers in the game. So let's take a look at its stats. Now, the warrior stats. So it says so this is from level 1 to max level, which is level 50. Yeah, so warrior starts off with 12 HP, 4 MP, 12 attack, no magic, and 5 defense, and 5 speed. So judging by max level, the warrior gets 310 HP, 60 MP, looks like 114 plus so let me get my calculator out and see what that gives us. So we go 114 or we go plus 238. So it would have at maximum 352 attack, which is pretty good, in my opinion. The warrior's not really a magic user, so you technically wouldn't be boosting magic for a warrior because he won't need it. Maybe for some of the skills he has, but not many skills he has that is alright. So what happens if we click on him? What's it? Okay, so here we go. So it shows the skills. So here we go. This is a bit better. So food max 99. this is a plus food and equipment. So this is brilliant. So I'll put the link to this website in the description below, so you guys can have a look at it for yourselves. So we got here. So we've got HP. Yeah. Oh, so level 4. Yeah. Yeah. Oh, okay. Best. Okay. So it looks pretty decent, I would say. The stats look pretty. Like I said, no magic. A bit disappointed with speed, because some of his moves do require speed, but yes. So yes. So if we got so he's got jump slash, protect, act, yeah, all these decent super spin slash. So pretty decent moves, because I've played as the warrior, as you know. You'll see up until episode 15 I was the warrior, and in my 3DS version I was the warrior for that version, and I switched back to the warrior. Oh yeah, but this time I'm doing it differently. Okay, so I would say good. Or I would say for a warrior, as for me and as a teammate, I would put him as a must have. Oh, but he's. I'm gonna say as a must have. Pity, because if you put him as a as a teammate, then it wouldn't be superb. Yeah, the best. I think it's brilliant if you are the warrior, then it's perfect. Perfect. You're a strong attacker, archer, and you're a strong defense. So I would say be the warrior. If not so, I wouldn't so much have him as a teammate. Right. Right. If you get what I'm saying. So that's where I would put warrior. So the next one is we're going to look at is hold on, what's this? Is called the apparently it's got here the Mage, but we're gonna come back. I'm gonna go to the Cleric, because that's actually what's next. Don't know why it's in that order. Okay, whoops, get rid of that. Okay, so the Cleric is something interesting. So let's take a look at her stats. So her stats, look here, are pretty decent. As you know, the Cleric is one of many healers in the game. So it's decent, I would say. There we go. It's a decent. She's pretty weak. Her stats are terrible at the beginning of the game. At the beginning of the game, she's terrible. But once you get her up to 50 maxed out, she's actually a pretty decent healer. I would say. She does use magic, because most of her healing moves are based off her magic stat. And she does have some attack moves, like righteous anger, or I think that's what it's called, that resurrection one. So it's pretty good. Max HP. If you maxed out with food, brilliant, very good stat. Her speed is decent, and as pretty decent, I would say, as well as as her health as well. Oh, and MP, so she's pretty decent. Decent. Decent, and as you can see, all her moves are resurrection, no, yeah, righteous anger. Boom. It's a move that instantly KOs an enemy. Doesn't work all the time. Now, I know people are wondering, does it work on bosses? Actually, it actually does. I've had 2 encounters where it's actually on the 3DS version, where it's actually happened on a boss. boss. I'm not sure if it will happen, if it will actually happen on the Dark Lord or the Darker Lord. I don't know if it will, but yeah, Pincer, Gigarek, and yeah. So she's good. If you ask me, the Cleric is one of the best healers in the whole entire game. Better than the Chef, and better than the Flower. So for the Cleric, I would say she's must have on your team. You gotta have her on your team. And team because she's very as a support or she's the best supporting character class in the game. Must has a teammate. Must. Now the reason why I didn't put her in my must have because in the Switch version, being the Cleric is very good because of this new thing, horseplay. If you're the Cleric, has this magnificent move. It heals it heals the whole team, and any fallen allies come back to life. So that's its horse move, and it's so good. So that's why it's a must. It's a mandatory to have a Cleric on your team. Team aim. There is just because it's for the warrior not so much, and it's the warrior's horseplay is not that great. 8, I would say. So yeah, that's what I would say for the Cleric. Now the next one is the Mage. Now the Mage is one of a very good, strong attacks. It uses mostly magic attacks. So the stats here are pretty decent. Speed is not that great. 8. I would pretty much say it's not far off from the Cleric's speed, but it's still not. But it is a very strong attacker in my opinion. But looking at is most of his attacks are based off its magic stat. Based off the magic stat and possibly a bit of the attack stats as well. Well, so it's not bad for the mage. Right. So yeah, I would say it's a pretty good job class, especially with the fire attacks, the lightning, and especially explosion, and Tower of Flame. It does learn the fire and lightning attacks. It does have a healing move, the a sleeping move. Each job character has a healing move, but they're later in leveling up your character. Okay, so this one I would say So, basing off its stats and our experience, the mage would go here. Pity because of its horseplay is another really good one. Its horseplay is based off a lightning attack, so that's pretty good. And if you have it as a team like I do, teammates, then that's very good. But if you're the mage, then it's gonna be brilliant. You're gonna, because you've got that horseplay. Because I'm a bit disappointed that horseplay can only be learned by the hero. All right, your teammates cannot learn that move with the horse. So, which is a bit of a disappointing, but it's understandable. Otherwise, your team will be too overpowered, and the game probably will be too easy. So yeah, you must have a mage on your team, or bam, I would say must. Okay, so let's see. The next one is the thief. Now, normally in my playthrough on my playthrough, normally when I played Miitopia on the 3DS version, I did not have a thief on my team. I went with a Popstar. The Popstar was great, but I decided to same job, same characters, all that. So I'll mix it up a bit. And instead of a Popstar, I went with a thief. But we'll get to Popstar next. So now the thief is looking at the stat. It's pretty dull. Its stats is pretty dull, but it is a spread attacker. So oh yeah, a decent, not bad magic stat at looking at it here. With the attack is pretty good, as well as the health and a pretty good defense, almost about 400 defense. Speed is a bit better. I would have expected to be a bit higher. Because it learns whirlwind, a sneak attack, stealing grub, and all that sort of stuff. But the best thing about it learns booby trap. So you've got backflip, you've got whirlwind, sneak attack, strike, a huge trap, and rock rain. So it does have decent moves. Now, I like it. I like the thief because it has booby trap. That's the only reason why I have a thief. And plus, some of the costumes and weapons for the thief are pretty cool. Cool and whatnot. So, the thief is alright. Right. Looking at the stats, it's just I don't know what to really say about it. So I'm gonna put the thief. Ooh. Either. Oh, where are we gonna put him? I'm gonna put him here. Not really. You don't really need him at all on your team. Uh, team. I have him because oh, I, it's changing my whole opinion on the thief by its stat, because the thief's max stats is pretty terrible. Not great. Alright, so, but I have the thief, and it's cool. It's got booby trap as the, probably I would say is the only reason why I have him. You can be as the thief if you want. Control all of that. Have that spread attack. You know what? I'm gonna actually put him here because if you're the thief, your stats will be pretty good, or more than anyone else. And it's a spread attack, so that's the other good benefit. So actually, I'm gonna put him in. We can have him on the team, but you don't have to. It's not recommended, and I want to recommend it. Now remember, this is just what I would recommend for you guys when you've doing Miitopia. So yeah, so I would say yeah, I'm happy with that for the thief. Okay, so next we've got the Popstar. Okay, so hold on, get rid of that. Cool. So now the Popstar. Oh, okay, I've changed it. Okay. So now the Popstar is another spread attacker. There's a male version and a female version. So if you're trying to 100% every gear in the game, you would need to have the male and female Popstar on your team. So to get 100% it. Like for my Let's Play through, I don't know if I'm gonna do that. But if you are, just remember you gotta go in the arcade and pray for. You need to get the ragged gear. That's the only thing. So yeah, awful at level stats at level 1, but once you get to level 3, she's pretty decent. And most of her moves revolve around your team. So most of her skills help friendships, pardon, and all that. Yeah, so she's got encore ear between love and peace. I would say it's one of her best moves. One of her good moves. Love song. No, actually it's love song. My bad. Cheer on, smooth way out of tune, and I also. So she's decent, but she has some friendship moves. Like she has the move that will she has. So basically, love song is basically where if who whatever relationship. So basically, let's say she has a level 20 relationship with you, and she uses love song, so all the other teammates will have a 20 relationship with her, buffs it up. But that doesn't mean it's a quick way to buff up your friendship. No, once the battle's over, it drops back down to where it was. So last song you had a friendship with another character that was level 9, buffs 20 just for that whole battle, but when it goes down, but after the battle, it goes back down to 9. So yeah, decent. It's a very decent character job. I would say I would pretty much say for the Popstar have it there because it is a spread attack. And if you want the extra teamwork, the Popstar is the way to go. Now we played as the Popstar, and I did really enjoy it, especially with the horseplay, because that was incredible. I really liked it. Makes everyone hyper and gets all the enemies distracted. So good. 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 But the stats are same, but it's an okay. So you don't have, okay. So what is the next one? If I'm now chef. Let's take a look at chef. F. Now chef is pretty good because the chef is also an attacker and a healer. Yeah, and judging by his stats, magic and speed are pretty low. He doesn't use much magic. Magic, I guess, would say for flambe, bay and whatnot, and possibly maybe healing. Speed is surprisingly more higher than magic. No, it isn't. My bad. I looked at it wrong. No. Never mind. So yeah, I like to cook, and so I thought to change it up a bit, stay as the chef, and I'm liking the chef. Really good. Now, the chef is another healer, so it learns that home cooking, flambe, banana fritter, spicy dish, feast, pro cooking, spicy dinner. 25 feast, astro cooking, got monster dinner. Oh, okay. Okay. So, level 30, we'll get that move. So, which is basically like Righteous Anger. A one hit KO. Huh. Interesting. So, wondering if I'll get there. So, yeah. Pretty, decent. Decent and whatnot. Okay. So yeah. Decent. I would say for the chef would go here. Yeah. Yeah. Because if you want to have an attacker and a healer, the chef's the way to go. But if you just want a healer, Cleric is the one to go. Or you can have both. Oath and whatnot. Because it's, really, cool. Oh, and whatnot. I was debating on, I said that when in a bit in the video when we unlocked, you can change jobs now. I was debating on basically should I be the warrior or should I stay as the chef? And looking at the skills and all that, I was towards into the chef because I normally would say, be the warrior for is great for the story, but then switch to a different class. And you can. It's just I was basing it off the looking at what costumes, gear, and weapons they get as you go, and some the costume we've got on our chef now is the one that won it for me to stay the chef. I just love that one. It looks so good with the orangey flames on the black. Good, so it's good. Oh, it's very good. So yeah, that's pretty much why I decided to stay the chef, and you should have it on your team, definitely. On my 3DS version, I was the chef, but I never had him as a teammate. 8. But since I've seen horseplay, its horseplay is pretty good, making your horse shoot fireballs real good. Odd. Odd. So, yeah, that's what I would say for it to go there. Now we're on to the next section. So, these are all the jobs you can get in Greenhorn, the first bit of the game. They're already unlocked, so you have 6 jobs to choose from. A nice decent amount range. Then once you get onto your new area, next door the neighborhood desert, you unlock the cat, imp, and scientist. So let's take a look at the cat. Okay, cool. So here we go. The cat is another strong attacker. Most of the moves are based off the attack. Now the cat's magic stat is terrible. Is the worst. It doesn't need it. But I buff it up just for a little bit. Just in case, because it may have a move. I think it has at least one move that based off it or something that goes around and throws on your teammates' aids and gives them, I think it's NP back. So yeah, so the cat is really good, hands down. A 445 attack rate, right? And a nice portion defense is marvelous. So you got sharpened claws, play as a cat paws, double scratch, grooming is the one. Steel grab, licks wounds, and feline frizzy slices all enemies with a raw sharpened claws. Twice. Okay. I didn't know that one. So yeah, cat's real good as an attacker. I'd say definitely have it as a teammate. Mate. You can be the cat if you want. So for the cat, I would say I'll put him here. Not the yeah, because because it's horseplay is decent, but not that it's okay. So yeah, definitely has to have a cat. If you want to be the cat, because I chose to be the cat on the 3DS version, and the cat was so much fun, so good. I didn't choose it this way, so I try as a teammate, and I preferred it as a teammate. Looks real good, so that's why the cat's there. Okay, so let's look at the imp. Now, the imp, I have stated a little bit of what my thoughts are on the imp in the game. So, yeah, let's look at the stats. The imp's pretty good. Odd. Huge magic stat. Huge magic stat. At, here's what. If you want to have, the best class and the best, class and the best stats for it, which I will get to, which is basically looking at these stats. I would say have an imp, raise it up to level 50, and then once you have access to the vampire class, swap it out. Because with that magic stat and that attack and that defense, damn, that's pretty good. In my opinion, I'm not a fan of the imp, so I'm not good. But this changes my whole perspective of the imp. And some of its costumes is, this changes my whole perspective. I was totally wrong to doubt the imp. So yeah. Yeah. I'm starting to think if I should have changed my imp. But it's, oh well. So yeah, definitely. Imp's Naughty Pitchfork, Butt Jam, Sweet Whisper, Brain Drain, Energy Drain, Charm, Pitchfork, Dramatic Whisper, Wicked Pitchfork. Cool. So, pretty good. Best magic stat I've seen. So, any of the other characters that use a lot of magic stat, at, if you have a level 50 imp, swap it out. So basically what? Just basically have a bunch of imps, swap them out when you get the ability to swap job classes to the other classes, and you'll be set. But it will take time to get their gear up and weapons, but just think, is it worth it? So I would say you can have it on your team, but would I recommend? But would I recommend it? Actually, I'm gonna put it here, only because if you max it out to level 50 and swap it to the vampire, it's gonna be the best thing you've ever done. So that's why it makes it here. Normally it makes it, I put it down here, but it makes it here because of that reason. Now we're gonna have a look at the scientist. Okay, so let's see the scientist's ability and stats. Okay. Another good one. Wait, hold on. How much magic did the imp have? Hold on. Imp. How much magic did it have? Oh my gosh. The scientist has more magic stat than the imp. Okay. So I enjoy the scientist much. I honestly don't know what team I'm gonna be taking to endgame. I was thinking, I'm taking the scientist, the princess, the vampire to the end game as my end game team. But I may have to reconsider that. Because stats the stats are good. I do really want the scientist on the team, but you can only have 4. And it's good and all. It's just really good. Looks real good. Stats, I'm telling you. the stats are just incredible here. So it learns glitch, ignite, unstable formula, safety mask, which is basically if an enemy's gonna put you in a trance, you're gonna get distracted or something like that. The scientist will use that, and that will cancel it out. Got Cure X, Absorb, you got that's a formula, and Black Hole, which I've seen, and it's pretty darn cool. Black Hole, cool. So yeah, those are basically the moves the scientists learned. So what level? So you ask. Oh yeah, got that. Okay. So 24 is the next one. Okay, so scientist is real good, especially its horseplay. So I would say it's mandatory to have a scientist on your team. You gotta have it on your team. You won't regret it. Okay, so there. That are the three jobs you get in next door the neighborhood desert. So once you've done with that area and you go into the Elven Retreat, which you get tank, princess, and flower. Okay, so let's take a look at the tank. Okay, here we go. Oh my god, that's terrible. The tank is terrible. Very terrible. The stats are awful. So the tank gets no speed from leveling up whatsoever. So basically, the only stats you get for speed is based off the food you give it. So if you max out the tank's speed, it's only going to be 99. This is terrible. But it learns human cannonball, wild shot, defense laser, repair, hot shot, and ultimate laser. Yeah, this is bad. So I'm putting him there. You can have him on your team, but I would not recommend it. No, you don't really need. You don't really need the tank whatsoever. So that's judging by eyes that switching it. Oh. Oh, I just realized something. When you switch, it changes the stats. So you may have HP at 4, and you've got plus 20 anti on it, plus 20 stays, but you swap it to another job, it may have what? Oh, 3 HP if at level 1, so it goes back. Oh, yeah, so that's it. So, but I'll still leave it there because of, I just realized that. Tank, don't really. The only reason I have it was just to showcase it off, but you guys might like it. I just not find it end of the tank because every time you attack, it uses 2 MP, and the max MP is 62, but with food uh, 161. So that's not enough. So yeah, that's why tank is going there. Okay, so let's look at the next one. Princess. I like Princess. Very much so. And let's look at its stats. Not bad, Princess. Not bad. Princess looks real good. Real good. I like Princess pretty because it knows a couple of distraction moves. It's got the one with the family of flash, the one where she twirls around as well. So she's got Royal Dance, Royal Rave, Escort, High Tea Blindfold, Double Royal Wave, and Ultimate Royal Wave. So she's pretty good, and I just love the princess. It's a really good class. So if you need a character that does some distractions, like most of these don't do distraction. The Popstar does have a distraction move, so having the Popstar early on in the game, well, it's okay, but you wouldn't. But by the time, because as you know, they get kidnapped, and by the time you get the princess, unlock the princess class, you won't need the Popstar. So I would say for the princess, would have to go for here, because I would say you must have the. Oh no, actually no, it goes here. It's a must have, but you don't really. It's a fine. It's alright if you don't own her. But most people would have the princess. Yes. So yeah. So it's pretty good. Looking at this, especially defense. How much attack? And its magic is not bad. It's more. I think it's more. No, I don't know. Okay, so we're on to the last three. We've got the flower. So hold on. If we go like that, we go the flower. Take a look at its stats. Okay, now the flower, I would say, is one of the worst healers in the game. Worst one in the game. So you've got Cleric as number 1, Chef as number 2, and third is the flower. But the stats are decent. The stats are decent. But the flower is pretty good right up until it learns this move that is based off its magic stat, which is not what we wanted. I do like the whirlwind move that the flower has. That's pretty good, but the stats are decent. So when I went through it on the 3DS version, I chose to be the flower. Well, I can't remember if it was a misclick or something, but I chose to be it. So yeah. So I would say for the flower here, it's not that. You wouldn't really need it. Eat it at all. But it's good to have it. Have it. Oh, actually no, I'm gonna put it here. No, actually no, I think here's better. But I do like it Reason why it's here, it's just not that great of a healer, but it would, but you can have it. So, but it's here because it's not that great. Probably I wouldn't recommend it, but you can have it. So that's why. Now we're on to the last two. The two jobs that have that are locked. So recently I did a video on how you can unlock the vampire class. As you can see that in the playlist at the end of the video. Hold on, what was it? Okay. So yeah, so the vampire is one of the best classes in the entire game. As the hero or as the teammate. So good. So let's look at its stats. Stats are it's one of the best. So let's take a okay. So it's pretty good. It's a lot of magic. So that's why I would say if you max out and just boom. It's got good magic, good attack, good defense, and good HP. Not it's a pretty not it's okay speed, and and a pretty I'll say decent MP. Everything else is real good. So it learns curse, revive, poison mist, bite, chill mist, real bat tornado, scratching breath. So it's a pretty good character, one of the best ones in my opinion on the team, because it knows the move that when it get KO after a while it comes back. So that actually goes up in you must have a vampire. So you must get the class S, at which at the end of the video on my end screen in the playlist and in the probably my latest video, you will see the video where on how to get the vampire class. It's just a quest that you gotta complete and all that, so make sure you have a look at that. And the final one, the final class, Elf. Now we haven't unlocked Elf. Oh, I know how to unlock the Elf class, but oh, okay. The Elf class. I'm gonna go off by my experience on the 3DS version of the Elf class. This is the Elf class. Another great character. It to let you know, it is a battle on getting this class. You'll need to have a strong team, because there are a lot of hard enemies. Once you find the hidden area to get the Elf class, which comes available to you in post game. So yes, just remember to keep that in mind. Okay, so the stats are pretty good. Nice attack. Defense is great. Magic is fine. Speed is meh. It's not bad. Not bad. So if you have the vampire and the elf on the same team, oh, you're going to be it's going to be good. Very good. Very good. So I'm not gonna have a look at what moves and skills it learned because I want to keep that a surprise. But yeah, it's a really good unit. Now let's take a look. So it learns draining arrow, healing meter, enchanted arrow, forest angle, counter arrow, forest blessing, and hail of all arrows. So looks pretty good in my opinion. So I would say yes, definitely. So when you unlock the elf class, so elf class is the must have. So when you get the elf class, change your class to the elf because you're gonna have no time raising new teammates. No time. You're gonna have no aim. A bunch of quests, and whatnot. You're gonna have no time raising new teammates whatsoever. So change one of your other members to it. Alright, so yeah, there you have it, guys. This is my job tier list. It's episode 1. These episodes will come out every once in a blue moon, maybe. Yeah. So I pretty good class. I'm happy with where each job is. So yeah, very fun. And it's very good. So thank you guys so much for watching. These are my opinions. Let me know in the comment section below on what you guys thought on where I've stuck each Miitopia job class. And if you have a different spot you would have put them, let me know in the comment section below. So with that being said, I want you guys to subscribe to the channel, turn on your post notification bell, so you never miss a post on when I upload a brand new video, which is almost every week, every day. So yeah, stuff will pop up eventually. And why don't you, since you added, check out my Miitopia Let's Play. Alright, check all 55 videos. That's right, 55 there, 55 parts of Miitopia. Yeah. Another 55, I don't doubt I'll get to 100. The final video will be 100 now. So check that playlist out. And also while you're at it, check out my latest video on the channel so you never miss and you know what other content I've got on besides Miitopia. Okay, with that being said, you're all good? You've done that? Cool. Oh, so I'm MSDL64 here on the Fundu Gameplay channel, and I'll see you guys in the next episode of Miitopia. See ya and take care. Bye.